BS Sports here, talking a little college football week 9. We're back. We had some good games this week. We had headline of the week, another one bites the dust in the coaching realm. Bye-bye, Mr. Billy Napier, Florida Gators.
Shit, I almost forgot. You're right.
Yep.
There should have been probably a lot more, but
Yep.
there wasn't,
Hugh
which I was
Freeze,
surprised about.
Hugh Freeze is one of them that I'm not sure as of Tuesday morning why that man still has a job. Actually, we posted this on TikTok, and the dreaded Missouri Grim Reaper came to Auburn, and
People were loving it. It was a good clip.
Now Auburn lost that game more than Missouri won that game. That's for damn sure. But that's the exact reason why Hugh Freeze should not have a job this morning, and he still does.
While we're on the game, did you see that Drink walked on the field when the kick? I know we were watching outside at your place. But Drink walked on that field whenever they missed that kick at the end of the game to send it to OT
The
or double
first
OT.
one, the second one, or the third one?
Whatever. Sorry, watching the Blues game? Not good. No, the one, it was either just send it to OT or send it to double OT. I don't know, where he missed, like, he had the chance to win it at the end of the game.
Yeah, that was like the third one he missed, I think.
But anyways, Drink thought he made it, so he started walking down the middle of the field and, like, took off his headset and everything. Yeah.
Oh, it sounds like Eli Drinkowitz, who is one of the favorites to go to Florida right now.
Yeah, actual. So I know we were joking about him. Well, maybe not. Maybe it wasn't a joke. Maybe it was just false reporting, but him going to Arkansas. But I think, like, he's legit could go to could go to Florida.
Yeah, it was Penn State first. Now, of course, it's Florida. So now any big name kind of gets thrown around. I mean, I've seen Nick Saban's going to be the next Florida coach too now.
I know on game day. I don't know if you watch game day on Saturday morning, but I know you were running around. But whenever they interviewed, I think it was before they interviewed James Franklin. They something was said to Saban about, they're looking for a new coach.
What'd he say to it?
He just kind of shook it off. He's like, yeah, no, not happening.
I mean, literally every vacancy is going to have, Nick Saban's got we've got,
I thought they scored.
Sorry, I know I did too. Oh, we took a penalty though. That's great.
We got Corey watching this Blues game.
Yeah,
disastrous.
So Hugh Freeze survives for now. But yeah, let's just get into a couple of reviews here. First off, Friday night, Miami Hurricanes, first L of the season, playing at home against Louisville. Mr. Carson Beck throws 4 INTs.
Yep.
And he is no longer on the Heisman odds board. See ya.
Yeah, it's actually crazy. Was Friday my day? I feel like I was looking at Louisville hard for one of our best bets on TikTok. Follow 49-day football challenge. Looking up 3 days in a row today.
Yep.
I think Friday was you. So I don't know why.
Yeah.
Maybe it was
I think that was the night I took Cal.
Okay, maybe it was just a bet that I was looking at, and everyone was on Louisville, it seemed like. Which is weird because Miami at home. I don't know if it was like a kind of a look at spot or something, or if Louisville's just kind of.
I mean, I think Miller Moss had a decent day, but we just saw. I did not see that Miami team losing. I mean, I saw at the beginning of the year, I thought they'd lose a game or two, but after they ran through their only tough games, and I don't know, you call USF a tough game, Notre Dame kind of a tough game. Who's the SEC school they beat? Florida. Yeah, Florida thought that'd be a tough game too, but Florida's turned into, no longer has a head coach as of this morning. So
yeah, it seems like Florida can't play on the road, so that didn't help. But
yep, Miami should be a playoff team still. They'll get their revenge. They'll get a chance to show who they are. But another team in front of my Crimson Tide just falling to the wayside.
They're still 9th. Miami is losing to an unranked Louisville team.
Yep. I don't know. I haven't looked enough at the rankings because Georgia Tech jumped to like 7. I think they're pretty high up there now.
That was a big win for them. I feel like because I know we were kind of all over Duke.
Yeah, we were. And also on Friday night, the Nebraska Cornhuskers who finally got ranked.
Oh yeah,
Hustling their back. I know my uncle is, and shout out Dan Mobley up in Omaha, Nebraska. Big Mizzou fan, a little bit of an Alabama fan too. He's the one that's got the place down that we've stayed at in Alabama. Mm-hmm. But he loves to talk shit on the Cornhusker Nation up there and all of his neighbors and whatnot. And of course, they all think they finally got the team, and they can't beat freaking Minnesota. So
yeah, who is it? All right, they score. Nice.
Oh, yeah,
lose. Raiola.
Good for the season point lay.
True. Yeah, Raiola looked pretty bad. I remember watching. We were flipping back between this game and that Louisville game. Um, and yeah, bad showing
Yep.
from Mahomes Jr. as I like to call him.
Yep. And then going into
But actually, no.
oh,
Before
sorry,
that game,
sorry.
Minnesota, your stat that you'd always said, you said it like 4 times. Like
They had
Nebraska hadn't beat Minnesota in like,
it was like 6 years. It's like
Yeah.
6 straight games.
which is wild.
That is
Just had to
crazy.
throw that little tidbit in there.
That is crazy. Yeah, make it 7. Or
Yeah,
if it was 7, make it 8.
it's unbelievable,
Whatever it is now.
unbelievable. But you said that, and it just made me think of it. And I was like, wow, yeah, we gotta throw that one in there.
Anyways. Okay.
Your Cal pick, we can review that a little bit just from.
Yeah, they I was afraid of them not scoring a little bit, but I didn't think North Carolina was.
Oh, I guess that
was-
technically lost, didn't it?
Yeah.
I was gonna.
Well,
I was setting you up for success and
I
setting you up for failure.
I don't know what time. What was the timestamp when they scored?
UNC.
Yeah.
Probably pretty late. UNC loves to cover games like that.
4 minutes left in the game. They scored a garbage time touchdown to backdoor it, and they went for 2 to make it a 3-point game. I mean, they had to try to get an onside kick and field goal, so that makes sense. But Cal sucks. Get them out on the do not use list.
The band list. The band.
Let the band play.
But now we're 3 straight. So we're all looking up. Let's keep it going.
LSU at the Vanderbilt Commodores, and Vandy, just like I said, would pull this one out. They were a 1.5 point favorite. We talked about this first time they were favored in an SEC game since like 1978. And now Mr. Diego Pavia finds himself in 3rd or 4th on the Heisman board.
Top 10 ranked. One of the Heisman favorites. Yeah. I mean, I did not believe in this Vandy team. Call me Nick Saban. But I think me and Nick both have to
I think for me it's more of fading these teams that are looked on a little too heavily. Like LSU was still 10 last week.
Yeah.
After they had just dropped who'd they lose to? They lost to Ole Miss, and then they beat South Carolina at home. So, I mean, I guess I could see why they didn't fall too far in the standings, but they hadn't played anybody yet, really, either. That was my knock on them. Same with, like, Missouri before the Bama game.
But, yeah, Vandy's legit, and now we get we're going to do that game, but Vandy-Mizzou, game day. But, yeah, that'll be a big one.
That'll be a good one.
What else we got here? Oklahoma take care of business in South Carolina.
Oklahoma, yep. One at Sandstorm. Baylor, TCU. TCU pulled that one out in a shootout. They covered. Looks like they won by 6. They're a 3.5 point favorite. Not a ranked game, but 2 of your bigger Big 12 programs there. Two solid quarterbacks in Sawyer Robertson and what's his name, Hoover there at TCU. I think they both probably threw for a combined. Yeah, Robertson at 318 and 2. Hoover went through for 231. They ran the ball pretty well on them. So high scoring game. We should take the points in that game. I knew that. I knew better.
I think I had something in this game.
I know I took them both to throw a couple of touchdowns. I don't think Hoover hit.
Maybe I did.
Or no, I'm sorry, Robertson didn't hit.
I don't know. I feel like I had something in that game. Saturday was not a good day.
Yep.
Sunday was a good day though.
Yep. Indy took care of Michigan State. Clemson drops another one at home to SMU.
Yeah, that was funny when I saw that one.
Yeah, we
didn't watch that too much.
Just sad times in South Carolina.
Yeah, because we were watching this game at 3 o'clock. Texas Tech, Arizona State.
Texas Tech, ASU.
And I think I piggybacked off your take. You sold me once you kind of threw it out in the pod last week that you thought Arizona State would take care of business at home, getting Levitt back. And
I did with Levitt back, but to be honest with you, I didn't realize. Oh,
Texas Tech's quarterback.
Yeah, Barrett Morton didn't play. I didn't realize he was out.
Helps.
If I'd have known that, I'd have been taking these guys' money line, which hit. I can't believe they were still a 7-point dog. I mean, just because you see the 7 by Texas Tech or whatever they were ranked last week, and just make that assumption, right? But I mean, Texas Tech doesn't have a tough schedule. There's not a ton of great teams in that conference, but Arizona State still has, when Levitt's playing, him and Jordan Tyson, that connection. They've got some firepower there on offense. So Saw that one coming. And then Georgia ended up beating Ole Miss. The rivalry of the baby Sabins, the baby coaches.
Oh yeah. This was a 2:30, so we're watching this game too.
Yeah, we did watch a little bit of this game. Trinidad, Mr. Chambliss dropped Gunnar Stockton. His Heisman odds are going up too. Gunnar had a pretty solid game. I think he had like 350 total yards between passing and rushing. Had like 5 total touchdowns, 4 passing, 1 rushing. Had a solid game. Knocked number 5 Ole Miss off, which jumped Bama to 4 from 6-4 this week with them in Miami losing. So
yeah, big win for them. Definitely makes things a little more interesting in the SEC. I mean,
another
Bama's
one loss team.
yeah, Bama's clearly in with if they run the table, being 0 losses in the SEC. But yeah, one of these 1-loss teams gotta meet them in the SEC championship game. So we'll see who it is.
Yep. Florida squeaks out a win against Mississippi State. There's another thing about this too with Billy Napier losing his job. It's almost, I don't know who else it was, but I think I saw it on the roll call guy, the SEC roll call that does his videos about how
he's good.
You beat Mississippi State and then you get fired. It's like you're a little like kind of like pity party, like, oh, thanks for coming.
Yeah, a little claps.
And then see yeah. So sure enough, Florida squeaks out a win in the swamp, and then see ya, Billy.
Yeah, it was probably time's a ticking. It was probably due.
Yep. And then Texas A&M goes into Arkansas, has a little bit of a scare there.
Arkansas team's kind of scrappy, man.
That Arkansas team, the way they can score points, Taylor and Green in that offense.
I need to watch one of these games.
I'm telling you, Taylor, he throws a great deep ball. He's like, this is gonna sound stupid because it looks horrible now, but like what I thought like Jackson Arnold would be from Oklahoma, transferring to Auburn, even like in his Oklahoma days, like this is what people thought he was gonna be. The way I feel Taylor and Green plays the game. Now I think Taylor and Green's a little more athletic than Arnold, but even for a kind of lanky white guy, Jackson Arnold's still pretty athletic, but Taylor and Green is I think he's also what Lenore Sellers was supposed to be.
That's fair. And we had high hopes for Sellers.
We did. And then on the other side of the ball too, Marcel Reed's turned into that same exact prototype quarterback that can do it all. So
yeah, what's
I think he's like number 5 or 6.
I was gonna say, what's his Heisman?
I think he's like 5 or 6 in the Heisman race right now.
Okay, fair. Respectable.
So
they're another team in the SEC. Or do they don't have okay, so they're gonna be competing with Bama. Do they play Bama?
They don't. They do not play. So here's where
Strength of schedule, right?
I was gonna dog on A&M a little bit because they're starting to fall into this category to me a little bit of who have you beat? Outside of Notre Dame, that's for sure their best win of the season. They beat UTSA, Utah State. They beat Notre Dame in week 3, and all of a sudden they kind of got put on the map. And they haven't lost again yet. So they beat Auburn at home in a tight game, but now that win looks a little bit less impressive as time's gone on against Auburn. They beat Mississippi State at home. They beat Florida at home.
You know what they need to do if they want to make a statement? Go into Mizzou in 2 weeks and win that game by plenty.
They do. And they play at LSU.
Especially if they play at LSU. That's this week, right?
That is this weekend. So we won't get into that too much. But they got LSU, Mizzou, South Carolina at home, and then they play at Texas for the last game of the year. So very, very.
They went out. It's respectable.
They can win out,
but it's not like it's probably not the juggernaut that
the bad thing for
Bama
them
went through.
The bad thing for them is if Georgia doesn't lose again, Vandy doesn't lose again, and Ole Miss doesn't lose again.
Well, they went out there in Texas.
Correct, but what I'm getting to is I don't think A&M can afford a loss.
Yeah, no.
Assuming Bama runs the schedule as well, then that means undefeated Bama's in, and then it's a 1-loss team. So I don't know what the tiebreaker is. I'm sure it's
straight to schedule.
I'm sure it's some kind of strength of schedule, but A&M is not going to win that battle.
No way.
When it's if Georgia, Vandy, and
it would have to be Georgia wins that.
Yeah.
Vandy probably wouldn't.
Because Georgia would have had to head over Ole Miss, too.
Yeah.
It comes down to those two.
Yeah, and if Georgia played Ole Miss, they played Tennessee, they played Bama.
Yeah, there's probably a lot more matchups between those teams that we're not thinking of. I haven't really looked at the schedule to see what outcomes are possible, but feels like A&M can't afford a loss at this point.
Yeah, I mean, that's probably true.
And Bama, I think, can. I think they can afford to drop some bullcrap game with the.
They could drop one, probably, yeah.
with the gauntlet they've run, and that'll cause hell to be risen because it'll be a 2-loss team overall. But we're just talking SEC here, right? So,
Yeah. Well, I mean, you go to the SEC game and you just win it. You're auto
yeah.
bid, so
Yep,
then there's no controversy at all.
You're a first round bye too, right?
No, you have to. It's top 4 this year. Top 4, like
So
top 4
it's
overall
not,
schools. Yeah,
gotcha.
not the conferences. They changed that real quick after last year. After like a Boise State got a bye and wasn't it like was it Arizona State that got the bye too?
I think they may have. Yep.
But like schools like that getting buys, and then they just get annihilated.
Well, and then someone
Which
like
I mean, you win your conference, I guess you're.
but yeah, I guess by that logic
But,
too,
I don't know.
how does Notre Dame ever get a first round bye?
I guess they don't.
Join a conference, Notre Dame. I don't know what to tell you.
No. Well, I guess now they could because
Otherwise, they get a pipsqueak schedule like they got, and they still drop their 2 only tough games. Actually, they played USC this week, didn't they? What
they won by 10.
they did. So USC not as good as people thought they might have been. So sorry, Trojans. Yep. And then into the afternoon or the 6 o'clock slate here, Texas squeaks out a win at Kentucky, 16-13. What was your stat? It was a very professionally done.
Interesting stat here that I saw somewhere online, but it stated that in order to become a full SEC school or in order to be welcomed into the SEC realm of schools, you have to go into Kentucky and win a nail biter, which Texas just did. So welcome to the SEC, Texas. Welcome.
And that's why Mr. Mark Stoops still has a job as a Kentucky head coach because he has a couple games a year like this. It's like, maybe he's all right.
Yeah. Yep. So I thought that was interesting and probably true because I think we can all admit that we have our schools have gone into Kentucky and had scares. So especially us in Tennessee because we're like we're a border rivalry a little bit. So it's kind of another rivalry on top of things. So.
I look at this game log. How did Kentucky lose this game?
Because they're Kentucky.
They threw for 258. They ran for, what is that, like 150? Texas threw for 132 and ran for 40 yards. They outgained them like at a 3-1 clip.
Don't know. Honestly, we didn't watch a second of this game. So
Arch went 12 for 27, 132 yards.
No picks though.
I mean,
no picks.
Seriously.
Good job, Arch. Yeah, I don't know. I truly don't.
They had 49 rushing yards and 132 passing yards, and they won a game on the road in the SEC. Texas, they did not deserve that game. Not at all.
Nope, but that's Texas for you. And they got ranked again.
Yep.
Yep.
Missouri-Auburn. Mizzou pulls out a double OT win, was it? Or was it single OT?
Squeaker. It doesn't even say on this app. This app sucks.
Triple OT.
Was it triple? Okay. Yeah, the first one, I don't think either one scored. And then the second one, I think they both got field goals, maybe? Or maybe not. I don't know. But I just know that Mizzou scored a touchdown on their first drive. I think it was double OT. Was it really triple?
Well, they play from the 25, then from the 25. So I think it was the 2-point conversion. No.
No. They went for 2. It was the second OT. They played two full drives.
That's right.
And then they go for 2-point conversions if it's still tied.
And the second drive, they have to go for 2.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah. So they missed the 2-point conversion. Yes.
And
Auburn didn't score.
So I previewed this game, and I said Missouri was losing because I didn't believe in them. And also, I just want to shit talk our guest speaker from a couple weeks ago. But I did say every time Missouri and Auburn plays, somehow Auburn always finds a way to lose this game in some crappy way.
You did.
And this was at Jordan here under the lights, and Auburn's kicker missed 4 field goals? Or was it 3?
That's 4 sounds right. 4 sounds right.
I mean, it's just miserable. I mean, like you said.
Do you see your boy Dave Portnoy? He made a comment on one of the kicks. Like, I guess the Auburn kicker, it was like a 38-yarder or some shit.
And he
pointed to the sky.
Yeah, he
and
dapped
Dave's
up all his guys.
You can't be doing this if you're missing kicks. What are we doing?
Yep.
I thought that was
back
funny.
with El Prez this week.
I thought that was good.
Agreed. Go cry on the bench or something, or go right to the net and kick some more. I don't know.
Yeah, so Mizzou barely squeaks by in Auburn, which, hey, granted to them, tough place to play at night. You go there, get the job done. You probably should have lost the game, but hey, Why you play the games? 'Cause
S-
you never know.
hey,
So,
it's an SEC road win. That's all I'm gonna say.
yep, at 6 o'clock under the lights,
At Jordan,
which
yeah,
is even harder.
at the Black Box Stadium, call it,
The black
or
box.
the Black Magic Stadium.
Mm. And that's specifically coming from a Bama fan. So,
Oh yeah,
I wonder what play you're talking about there.
yeah. Seen one too many of those. But the Mill Road Miracle did counteract any of the.
That's fair. That's a good
kick-
point.
the
Was that
kicks.
there too?
That was a Jordan Hare. Yep.
Oh, always crazy things happening there.
Oh yeah. Seems like every other year.
Wild.
And
All right.
and then the third Saturday in October, last game we're gonna recap here.
Unbelievable.
And I will say, I think
One-
my cigar tasted a little bit sweeter than yours did.
Yeah, if we could have got them lit, that would have been a lot better. But
It was windy.
it was windy.
Didn't have any butane in the.
Yeah, the lighter was out of butane.
Yeah, brutal.
Um,
We got them lit though.
I think I think you could probably agree. The pick six absolutely just murdered us.
That it felt like that ended the game.
Yeah.
Because it felt like Bama had all the momentum. Tennessee gets a stop and a score, and then I think they stopped them because what was it at halftime? It was the safety. They got the safety to make it 16-7, was it?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, because it should have been.
Yeah, it was 14-7.
Very well could have been 16-14 at the half.
Yeah, or
But-
even 16-10.
But man, Heupel, yeah, you're right. We got to review these a little bit earlier because I can't remember exactly the plays, but he didn't call his timeout with like 20 seconds left because he kept trying to hurry up and like think that they're just going to catch a team off guard, but like that doesn't work against the Alabamas, the very well coached Blue Bloods. Like you're not just going to pick up a free 3-yard run because they're not set or whatever.
Yeah.
And then they waste all that time, and then they have no timeouts left down at the 1, and they line up. They don't spread Brazel and the receivers out. They line up an I formation. Like, you think we're really going to run the ball here and not take points? So
Yeah. They actually schemed up a good play. I don't know who was coming out of the slot, but he came up the middle and just did a little slant, like out route. And actually ran a pretty good route. Bama's just, I don't know who intercepted it,
yeah,
but he just made a good play on the ball. But I mean, yeah.
You can't line up like that on.
Yeah, you probably got to
Was
throw a
it-
jump ball or something.
Was it fourth down too, or was
It
it
was-
just
No, it
last
wasn't fourth
play?
because they still.
they could have thrown it away and had a chance to kick a field goal.
Yes.
right?
I think it was like 3rd and goal with like 6 seconds or something on the clock.
So you just
Where
gotta-
because you throw that ball up to where only your guy can get it, and if he catches it, great. If he doesn't, you kick the field goal and you kick 3
Or-
points
yeah,
into
or
half.
Plays not there. You just
And
throw
I
it to the
think
back of the end zone and.
was Bama. No, yeah, Bama got the ball at half. After half,
They did.
and then because Tennessee they fumbled on the kickoff because Tennessee got the ball. No, I'm thinking of the Mizzou game.
Yeah, no.
I'm thinking of the Mizzou
But
game.
I think they stopped him though.
Yeah, I'm thinking of the Mizzou game.
But then then Dixieland Delight had their way, and Xavier Brown 99 yards to the crib.
Unbelievable.
That was insane. And we actually didn't. No, we had the game on.
Yeah, we had it
You
on.
got a note, or someone texted you.
I
'cause-
was.
Yeah.
I don't know what I was doing on my phone. We use Telus TV service, which is slightly behind. So
Yeah. Viperstreams.tv.
So-
$25 a month.
so we tend not
Bad
to look
thing
at our.
is you can't really live bet very well, and if your buddies are texting you, you're like a minute and a half
See
delayed.
that? See, that's the thing. Like we're in a commercial, and I'm like, oh, I got time. I'm like looking at my phone at something. And granted, I don't think we fucking throw a pick six for 95 yards, and all I get is just LOL Vols or something.
Well, I hear your or whatever the hell you made, and I was like, oh, I guess they just didn't get it, and they didn't have time or whatever.
I think
Little did we know.
I knew he threw a pick, but I had no clue he returned it for a pick six because I
Yeah.
saw LOL Vols pick, and I was like, oh boy. And
That
so
was-
I put my phone down, and then I see the play, and I'm like,
Yep, that was
what are we
the,
doing?
That was the fun part to me because I knew something happened, obviously, just with your little grunt, but I didn't think it'd be a pick six, right? And then that was it the receiver, whoever ran him down and had a chance to make the tackle, and Xavier Brown was running out of gas, and he kind of made that little,
Yeah, he just high stepped a little bit or
step or
something.
whatever, and oh yeah, that was.
I mean, you just can't do that at
and
the
all-
end of the half and that big of a game and that atmosphere. You
Yep,
just
and
can't do that.
all I've seen on my feed the last 2 days is a picture of Xavier Brown, like where he's like looking back to see if anyone's near him, and then the bottom half of the screen is the 3 OCs for the Volunteers, just like, and the one guy's like,
That was me on your couch.
and instead of being 16-14 out of the half, it's 23-7. Yeah,
It's
that's
on-
just
yeah.
that's just a dagger to the heart.
Yeah. So, Oh, well, another year going to Tuscaloosa and losing the game. So we try again next year at home
Yep.
where we've had success.
Yeah. For real.
I don't know. It's just something. We'll get over the hump maybe someday. It always happens.
Yep. It was a good game though.
Maybe.
For the most part.
Yeah, I mean, it was a pretty entertaining first half, and even the second half was entertaining. It was just that one play of the game, like the Vols are driving at the end of the game. It's like a 14-point game, so you know they're out of it. It's like 5 minutes left to go in the game, but like you always had that thing in your back of your head. It's like, wow, that pick six didn't happen. We
Yeah.
could be within 4 right now.
Well, yeah. Yeah.
And granted, you can never really say that because you never know what's going to happen. But
you think at that point, Bama probably comes out with a little more urgency too. I mean, the high of a freaking 14-point swing like that,
yeah,
probably makes you a little more lackadaisical on that first drive out of the half.
Yeah, it for sure does.
So you never know.
Just always got back of the head thinking, you know, what if?
Yeah, no, for sure. The one thing we did not touch on in this game, you had whatever day we were on, 9 or 10. Your best bet is the over. And I'm only bringing this up because
also a bad beat.
Because talking Portnoy, he was all, if you're going to legalize gambling, you have to review this play because the last play of the game was a pass or whatever, and they just kind of ran out of time and couldn't play. It looked like, I don't know if it was Brad. I don't know who it was. Might have been the running back. Might have been.
I think it was the running back.
Might have been.
Deshaun
Bishop.
They ran it down there.
It looked like he crossed the plane. They mark him. They come in marking out of the one. There's only like 3 seconds left.
You can't get into the playoff.
And of course, it's a 17-point game. So what did they care to really review it and stop and like do all their due diligence? But
huge play for the over.
We just needed 3 more points, and that touchdown would have counted. Over would have hit.
We've had some bad beats on the 49-day challenge, and that one hurt more too because I had actual money on that. So
yeah. But I agree with Prez. I mean, if we're legalizing gambling and all that, like, if you're not going to be really urgent, stop the clock and review it, or like let them get into our playoff or whatever, you got to at least take a look at that. I mean, if that's your last play of the game and it's like iffy, that shit matters.
Yeah. No, it matters for sure.
It absolutely matters.
Yeah. I actually totally forgot about that until you mentioned it. So thanks for bringing that up. Brutal.
Overall, great Saturday night for Steven.
Yeah. All right. Want to go into week 9?
Sure. Let's do it.
Already 1-0 on the week.
We are. Our
officially.
Third best bet in the row. Go Kennesaw State Owls.
Yeah, so another reiteration. Go follow the TikTok 49 Days Football Challenge.
Yep.
We're getting hot. It'll be nice.
Don't call it a comeback.
Need it because we were in the trenches for a while. So, all right, let's run through the slate. Week 9.
So 11 o'clock looks like our first good game on the board here. You got number 8 Ole Miss going to Norman at Oklahoma, and Oklahoma is a 5.5-point favorite. How do you like Ole Miss off their first loss of the season?
Well, it looks like the public absolutely love them. I'm probably with them too. I don't know what this is. Mateer fully healthy here is.
I think so. I mean, he played the full game against South Carolina. He only finished with 150 and a touchdown, but it looks like Blaylock and Robinson both had a pretty solid game on the ground. Sellers did not have a good game on either side of the ball. They're just, I don't know, man. South Carolina, I feel like they just got overhyped and they just got swallowed by the hype train, and now they're just dead in the water.
Yep,
so,
we were both involved in that hype train. So,
oh yeah, for sure. I mean, they had us all convinced. I mean, really everybody. I mean, it was him and Sellers and the Gamecocks. It was Lagway and the Florida Gators. It was Nussmeier and the Tigers.
True, it's a good point.
There's a lot of that. I mean, the Heisman board is totally just 180. I mean, all the names on the top now are freaking Mendoza from Indiana. Ty Simpson was nowhere to be found in the beginning of the year. Diego Pavia's on it. Gunnar Stockton's on it. Like, crazy.
Is what's Ohio State's quarterback name?
Julian Sayin is
he up there?
Yeah, he's third now. And honestly, his stats aren't bad, but it's like process of elimination is why he's up there.
That's fair.
When you're the quarterback, the number 1 team that's going to run the schedule and not lose a game, you're naturally going to be up there. But they play a bunch of nobodies, so
yeah. I don't know. I mean, I still have faith in this Ole Miss team.
This is going to be a very good test for them because this is not an easy game to go win in general. And you've got Trinidad Chambliss, your D2 transfer quarterback, played his first SEC road game last week, and
didn't look great, didn't look horrible.
I tell you what,
Looked better than probably
himself
expected.
himself looked okay because they scored touchdowns in their first 5 drives of the game.
Yeah.
That was insane. Because I remember we watched a good chunk of it, but we had a whole bunch going on in the background, right? So we didn't really weren't just focused on it. But it was the Tennessee Bama game where it flashed across the bottom. It says Ole Miss scores on first 5 touchdown drives, but Georgia outscores them 17-0 in the fourth or whatever it was to win. So we'll see how he bounces back. I'm curious to see what they look like.
Yeah. I think I would have to ride with Ole Miss here.
Yeah, I think you give me that many points. That's probably the side because I don't.
Yeah, if this game was at night under the lights in Boomer Sooner, might be a different story. But
Yep, don't know if I totally trust Mateer just yet, but we'll see.
yeah, he hasn't looked spectacular since he's been back from his injury. I don't know. I think it's his non-throwing hand, though, isn't it?
No, it's just throwing. Thumb.
Is it his throwing thumb?
Oh yeah,
Okay, so
because
yeah,
they played Arch in Texas 2 weeks or the week before and beat them. I'm sorry, Texas beat Oklahoma.
Yeah, Texas beat. Yeah.
Which that's where I was like, I want to see that game rematched with a healthy Mateer.
Yeah, and we were big on Mateer before.
Oh yeah,
that injury. So
yep.
But it seems like it's limited him a little bit. But they need him in order to win these games. So
Agreed.
understand rushing him back a little bit. But yeah, I like Ole Miss. Being an 11 o'clock game here, that's probably a good one. I was expecting.
Yeah, the 11 o'clock games, I feel like don't favor the home team as much as the 2:30 and night games do. Obviously,
I was expecting game day to kind of shun Vanderbilt and go here to Oklahoma. In all honesty, but maybe it's just because Ole Miss just got one.
I mean, if they both were still undefeated, then you for sure get in this game.
Yeah.
Well, no, Oklahoma, they have 2 losses now. No, they only have
no,
one
they have
loss.
only
It was
one.
just the Texas loss.
The Texas loss, yeah.
Yep.
So.
Yep, that'll be a good one. Next one I want to hit. This is one of the more fun games on the board to me. Can you guess what I'm going to talk about?
I want to say Kansas State, Kansas, but
nope.
Is that not it?
No, that one's not bad, but nope. Scroll down a couple more games.
Couple more?
One more, sorry.
I was going to, oh, okay. That was my next one.
The USF Bulls still ranked 18th.
Memphis, yeah.
Frauds at the Memphis Tigers. Memphis are a 5.5-point home dog.
After just getting murdered.
Just lost to UAB.
Okay, not murdered.
Just lost by a touchdown to UAB last week on the road.
I feel like that last time I looked at that game, that UAB game, they were losing by because weren't we were talking about that. Didn't I say oh my God, Memphis is losing by 20. So did they come back a little bit?
No.
What's that box score look like?
Looks like it was 17-14 UAB at half.
Oh, okay. All right. I guess I must have saw something incorrect. I don't know. But I felt like they were getting blown out at some point. But either way, yeah, they lost the UAB.
Yeah, they finally that offense for Memphis finally got held in check for a game. So we'll see if USF what they've got in the tank still. I mean, they've only have one loss in the season. They have obviously those wins over Florida, which look okay. They got obliterated by Miami, which doesn't hold as much weight as it did last week before they lost to Louisville, I guess. So
that's all. They're only loss still though. So
I feel like the South Florida team, man. I don't know. They beat ranked Boise and ranked Florida back to back, but both those teams are irrelevant in the college football world now.
Yeah, I don't know.
So for some reason they just kind of, I think they were ranked, beat Florida, you lose to Miami, and then you won a couple. They beat South Carolina State, Charlotte, maybe the North Texas blowout kind of put them back on the map, and then by process of teams losing and falling out, they just kind of moved up. That's how BYU is right now. BYU's they're still undefeated, but what are they like? They're like 11th now or something, but just by process of people losing.
Yeah, if you rank something and then you win and all these teams on top of you lose. There's only one way to go. So
USF's got some pride to play for. I think if Memphis doesn't lose last week, that's probably more of a pick 'em here. So we'll see if Memphis gets over the game too. This is both. This is kind of to me a game of mental toughness.
Yeah, that's fair.
So let's see.
Public's all over Memphis.
Are they
early? Yeah, early money's all over the Memphis.
Yeah, we'll see
Tigers,
see how they can stop Bowen Byram. I keep saying that Byram Brown.
Byram Brown,
fucking hockey player. we'll see how they can stop Byron Brown in that offense because when they're hot, they can move the ball. That's for sure. So
For sure. You want to go to the game right under it real quick?
yeah, we can touch on it.
Short one.
Auburn Tigers going to Fayetteville. Yeah, Fayetteville play Arkansas Razorbacks.
At a Walmart.
Pretty much a pick 'em here. Arkansas looks like -1. This is one of the lower game totals I've seen out of an Arkansas game. These guys put up points like it's nothing.
I don't know. This line kind of seems short for an Auburn team that probably should have just lost their coach. Now, if they had just lost their, if Freeze got fired, maybe I'd like him a little bit better because there's always that spark.
It'd be the game of no coaches.
True. Shit, I forgot Arkansas lost.
Come on, Auburn, get rid of Hugh.
Um,
We called it last week. Let's get some guys some shots here.
for real.
Dude, how wild would that have been if Arkansas would have won that game last week against A&M with no coach?
Yeah, that would have been crazy.
That'd have been twice this year where UCLA beats Penn State with no coach, and then Arkansas would have beat A&M with no coach.
True.
How insane would that have been?
Yeah,
That's college football for you.
definitely. But yeah, I don't know. 1 point spread here.
Yeah,
Arkansas's favorites.
I think I would have to take the Arkansas Razorbacks here just because they could score, but
Yeah,
it wouldn't surprise me if Auburn wins this game by 2 touchdowns either.
yeah, that's fair. Can't trust Arkansas, but they are putting up some points, so good for them.
All right, college. What else we got? 2:30 actually. Bama, South Carolina. Bama. This line.
Yeah, this game looked a little scarier a lot earlier in the season, but
It did. So it's another one of those spots for Alabama, and I guess what I'm comparing it to Vanderbilt last year. You beat Georgia, you're off that high, and then you turn around and you just take your foot off the gas for just a little bit, and then all of a sudden Vanderbilt bites you in the ass.
Vandy was actually good last year.
They-
South Carolina
they
team.
were, but they weren't known yet. That was like the second
No,
SEC
but-
game. Like they weren't considered good like they were this year. And this year was a revenge game, right? So it's a different picture.
Yeah.
Well,
Well, I'm saying like comparing them to last year, comparing the Gamecocks this year to last year's Vandy, like the Gamecocks were kind of expected actually to be better than they are. Last year, Vandy didn't really was expected at
Right.
winning.
I guess so. So I guess what I'm trying to say, if you're scared as an Alabama fan here, is you just ran through the gauntlet of 4 games in a row of at Georgia, Vandy, the emotional game, at Missouri, and then Tennessee. Or I think 16 was Vandy was the lowest ranked team there you just played, and now all of a sudden it's like, oh, South Carolina sucks. We're a 2-touchdown road favorite. Don't take your foot off the gas because that's how you get beat. I mean,
Yeah.
I think.
I guess that's fair.
I don't think they're going to do it, but it feels like if Sellers has anything to play for draft stock, it's the undefeated Alabama game.
Yeah, I guess that's true. I don't know.
I think with Ty and the passing offense they have compared to like what last year's game with Milroe running the offense had to be to win games, I think you're less susceptible for surprise losses. Now, the Florida State game would say otherwise, but that was also game 1 of the year, Ty's first real start.
Trying to figure stuff out.
Yeah, for
So-
sure. So
Yeah, I don't know. It should be an interesting one. Maybe. I don't know. I could see Bama just blowing them out, to be honest.
yeah, that very well could happen.
So,
And
but I don't know. It is
yep,
college football.
sure. And then 2:30, you've also got 11 ranked BYU is a 2.5 point underdog to Iowa State.
And this was
Cue the BYU arguments.
this reminds me of the BYU versus Utah game last week, and BYU was favorites or were at home and also dogs. Like I saw everyone all over BYU at home as dogs, and they went all right, obviously. And here we have them as dogs on the road against Iowa State, who, I mean, I don't know. How do you compare this Iowa State team to that Utah team that they just beat?
Iowa State's lost 2 games in a row to Colorado and Cincinnati.
Yeah, why are they favorites in this game? That just seems so weird to me. Like it's like the opposite side of last week for BYU.
I think it's because BYU is just by process of elimination all of a sudden almost a freaking top 10 team. They've played. All right, BYU wins. Who they got?
But I mean, probably nobody.
Utah,
Yeah.
Arizona, West Virginia, Colorado, East Carolina, Stanford, and Portland State. They got ranked I mean, BYU is still overall they're a respectable college program, right? For the most part. I mean, they've been who was their quarterback that got drafted a couple years ago? Was it
I know who you're talking about.
he didn't pan out.
I know who you're talking about.
Did the Jets draft him? It was who's been the Jets quarterback before this year?
It was Rodgers. Zach Wilson?
Zach Wilson. Yep, Zach Wilson was a BYU guy. So like they've had some solid teams, I guess, which is why they get a little bit of national recognition.
Mm-hmm.
But your rankings, they haven't lost yet. I think there's only 4 on no loss teams left in college football, and then just by process of teams losing, they just kind of move up the board.
But, I mean, I get that. I just don't know if this.
But
Iowa State team is lost, but like you just said.
That tells you the committee has to keep moving them up by process of elimination, but people don't believe they're actually good. That's exactly what this tells me.
I mean, yeah, you're spot on. Probably. I just don't know if this Iowa State team should be favorites by 2. I mean, I guess it's a small spread.
There's something about Iowa football. Iowa and Iowa State, they are not easy places to play.
I mean, that's true too.
I think maybe it's a little more true of Iowa, but Rocco Becht and Iowa State, that's Rocco, right?
And I mean, I'm arguing this screams take Iowa State, because why is this line like this?
Wasn't Iowa State ranked earlier in the year too?
They probably were.
They beat Kansas State, South Dakota.
They probably were ranked after they beat
Iowa, Arkansas State, Arizona. Yeah, so 2 weeks ago, they lost Cincinnati 38-30 on the road. They were probably ranked before that, I'm sure.
Probably.
And then they dropped out of Colorado. So, yeah, I think we finally see BYU go down.
Yeah, I think this line screams take Iowa State. So,
and I'm ready for it. Get them out of the ranking.
Why? You're not behind them anymore. Why do you care?
Get them out. Because I don't want them in.
All right, fair enough.
All right, last 2:30 game here. College game day.
Oh, yeah, we haven't talked about them yet.
MIZ.
COU.
Versus Diego Pavia and the Vanderbilt Commodores, who now for 2 games in a row, first time since 1978, are SEC favorites.
Wowie.
-2.5. I have a hint here. This is not me hating on Mizzou. Vandy rolls these clowns.
Rolls them?
They roll them. Double digits. 10 points. 34-21. Don't at me, Troy Wade.
It's a bold take. We'll see if it holds true. But I don't know if they get rolled. I don't know. This Mizzou team just somehow keeps finding a way to stay in these games. They do.
Oh, you guys were just
They literally just played your Alabama Tide and somehow stayed in the game.
They did. They played them well, but they have an idiot playing quarterback.
They do.
They have an idiot playing quarterback.
Bo is.
I'm telling you,
he needs to go back to Penn State.
I like this more. My reasoning more for that. I think Vanderbilt doesn't get respect that this version of Vanderbilt deserves. I don't think it's going to keep up. I think they're better than they were last year overall in general. I think they have more of a game plan and identity now.
That's definitely true.
Of hard-nosed, grinded out football, figuring out ways to beat you. I think what's his name? Is it Mike Lee? Or what's their coach's name?
That sounds right, but I have no idea.
I mean, he's got these guys going through him and Pavia have got these guys going through walls for him. I think Vanderbilt has a lot to play for. I think they still think they can win the national title. They've got those aspirations. Obviously, Mizzou does too, but I think there's more of a chip on Vanderbilt's shoulder.
I mean, it's fair. That is fair. I mean, I can't argue against you from what I've seen from this Vanderbilt team. I mean,
I thought
they're scrappy.
This line should be 6.5 at least.
I think that's pushing it a little bit.
I don't.
Do you think Mizzou is a better team than LSU?
Mizzou, LSU, neutral site. Probably give it to Mizzou. Yeah. Probably give it to Mizzou.
Well, then you can't say that
Mizzou
this
by
line
a
should be
hair.
6.5.
Mizzou by a hair.
It's the same line as what the LSU line was. It's actually worse than the LSU line. The LSU line was 1.5. So you can't say it would be 6.5. That's a bold statement.
But what was the final score? 31-24?
Yeah, but we ain't talking scores. We're talking spreads.
I don't know.
What would Vegas project out?
What
Six
would
and a half.
what would Vegas project in that game?
No, I'm saying like the spread is what Vegas is projecting. Vegas is basically saying that
Yeah.
Vanderbilt's a 2.5 point
In Las Vegas,
better team, and
Las Vegas is wrong. Vandy's
you see all those lights in Vegas and all those big casinos and hotels.
In this one spot, this one iteration,
they're not wrong very often.
They're wrong. They're wrong in this one. Hey, fun fact: I'm a part owner at the Luxor. So if you guys are in Vegas, go to the Luxor, gamble.
Yeah, gamble free. Say you know Brandon Calloway, and you get $10 free.
Yep. BS Sports. We'll be having a podcast there at their sports book, probably for March Madness. I think is our deal, right?
Well, we had. We said we could go in the wheel, right?
Mm-hmm.
Nice. Or on the roller coaster, not the wheel. Sorry.
Yep. So
the roller coaster.
Yep. Vandy by 7 here at least. I still think it's a 10-point game, but Vandy wants it more than Mizzou. Mizzou's crying. They lost to Bama. They're just crying. They suck. They lost their biggest game in.
Vandy lost to Bama too.
Yeah, but Mizzou lost. That was the biggest game in program history for Mizzou.
Oh,
they had them at home. They had them off the Georgia week on a bye. I mean,
they stuck around.
I think it was too heartbreaking for Missouri. I think it was too
respectable.
It was very respectable.
They came back and beat Auburn at Auburn.
They should have lost that game 3 different times.
You're not wrong, but they didn't.
That's Auburn though. They should not have a coach anymore.
Now they shouldn't have a coach after the game. They should have had a coach for the game, but after the game, the coach should be gone.
The Grim Reaper came knocking, and I guess Hugh Freeze survived it for this week.
Shut him down. Put a deadbolt on the door.
Vandy by a milli.
Yeah, honestly, I'm always a Mizzou hater because I just like sadness around me, I guess, because we're from Missouri. But and it's kind of funny for everyone to get their hopes up and then just shot down.
Oh yeah.
But I don't know. I think Mizzou actually wins this game.
Nope.
But I think it's a close one. I think it's tight. I think either team could win, and I don't think game day should be here. To be honest, I think Ole Miss Oklahoma is going to be a better game. Sorry.
Ole Miss just got it last week though, didn't they?
Yeah, but it was
Georgia.
Georgia.
Yeah, Georgia got it.
Georgia got it, but Ole Miss was there. But and I don't know if Oklahoma's been in it. It was probably Oklahoma, Texas, right?
Yeah, I think it was at the Red River.
Yeah. So I guess neither one of these teams have had it. I guess Vanderbilt had it at Bama. So I don't know.
Yep.
We'll see. Should be a good one.
Moving down, I have a question for you. We don't got to get in this game too much. Does Mississippi State get their first SEC win this week at home against Texas? Texas Longhorns marching to Starkville as a 7.5 favorite right now.
You've had one of these hot takes every week, and they've kind of been panning out more recently. So wouldn't surprise me.
Do the dogs in Starkville with their cowbells get the win here? Is it too much?
Cowbells
for Arch?
get going, dude. We need some cowbells in here.
Too much for Arch at 3:15.
Oh, nah, no cowbells. We need a cowbells button.
That wasn't a cowbell.
But no, yeah, you're right. I could. I don't know if they lose it, but
week after week after week. This is like. I
mean, Arch looks bad, dude. Bad.
I know you haven't seen Breaking Bad, the show, but I know you've seen the meme where it's like he can't keep getting away with it. You have to clip that in here, but that's what this Texas team feels like. They got away with a win last week against Kentucky. They got away with a win the week before against Oklahoma, and John Mateer probably hurt that team by playing.
Honestly, yes. You're actually right. I didn't even think about that. You're probably right.
I mean, maybe Texas has 3 losses in SEC play. They could be 0-3 in conference right now.
They probably should. Yeah, they probably should be.
They had no business beating Kentucky last week.
I don't know. And this Mississippi, it's one of those schools now that it's not going in. As Nick Saban said it, it's not everywhere in the SEC is not easy to play unless you're Vanderbilt.
Yep. Well, especially when you're not used to it. Like think about. I mean, this is only year 2 for Texas, so they haven't gone and played all these like SEC road games, right? They played their first one this year with Arch under the helm was in the swamp, and they lost to a very subpar Florida team. So
no,
I don't know.
Maybe
look out,
Horns
fans.
I can tell you right now, people all over Mississippi State. This line probably has moved, if I had to guess. and it hasn't open 8.5 like way early. So now it's at 7. I think 7. This might be the best bet of the week, huh? Now that you're saying this, Mississippi State plus the 7 at home
I know.
in cowbell country.
I know.
I don't know. I guess we'll find out. I mean, Arch ain't that guy. Ain't that guy.
You're not that guy, pal. Trust me. You're not that guy.
He's gonna be on the Manning cast soon
It'll be a hell of a show.
with the Unks. Could be the Unk cast with
He's gonna be like the Gen
the
Z.
young buck.
He's gonna be the Gen Z on there, just like 6, 7, like trying to like get the young crowd. Had to toss that in there. All the kids are saying it these days. You'll know when you have kids.
Oh yeah, your little 2-year-old running around the house, 6, 7.
Yeah, no, she does not yet. I'm trying to teach her though. So, all right, and then we get into the 6 o'clock, the nightcap games. Got Wisconsin at Oregon. That'll be a blowout. Stanford at Miami. Surely Miami's a get-right game for them.
Go to the Aggies.
Let's go
LSU.
to the Texas A&M Aggies playing in Death Valley under the lights. Our first, outside of Notre Dame, our first test of the season for the Aggies.
I mean, yeah. There's no better test than Death Valley. Honestly,
One of the
I'd rather have this college game day, to be honest.
Yeah, this actually wouldn't be a bad spot for it. I don't know if is Whitweek still hurt. I know he didn't play. He didn't play last week.
Oh, that's a great question. That is a great question. I don't know.
Although
Call Lane Kiffin. Call Lane Kiffin. Ask him.
I'll be honest with you. I haven't watched enough of LSU. I just know their defense has been pretty solid this year, so I'm assuming he's a pretty good linebacker. But I don't know how good he actually is, or is he just getting fame from the Netflix series and now being Lane Kiffin's potential son-in-law? Is he just?
I mean, it's very possible.
I don't know.
That's a great. He's
But I'm
also
sure-
fine. He also signed by First Form, so shout
Is
out
he?
First Form.
But I'm sure if he, is the leader of that defense, and that's probably one of the best defenses LSU's had in years.
Oh, it has to be.
Then he's
Yeah, we
he's
talked
doing-
about this
he's doing
last
something
week.
right.
Yeah,
Yeah,
LSU
he's doing
has
something right.
turned these teams around to where it's flip flop. Their offense looks stagnant and their defenses looked pretty good. So
Yep. The Notre Dame win for the Aggies looks a little bit better now that they beat USC this week, or last week Notre Dame did. So they're kind of solidifying them as probably a playoff team. But after Notre Dame dropped that game and then dropped to Miami, there are only 2 rankings on their schedule. I thought this win did not look very good for A&M. So for Texas A&M, outside of the Notre Dame game, which looks okay now, didn't look as good a couple weeks ago. This is their first real test. I mean, this is under the lights, Death Valley, and they can't afford to lose this game. Because I think there's a very good chance there's going to be 2 to 3-way tiebreaker for that SEC championship spot from a 1-loss team. So,
yeah, for sure. Yeah, I mean, Aggies are undefeated coming here to Death Valley. I know we've kind of been up in arms about this LSU team, kind of fraudulent, but always tough to come in here and play. And I think we foreshadowed it a little bit when we were previewing it, but I don't know if the Aggies can lose another game.
nope. Yep. A conference game at this point, right?
Yeah, conference game.
Obviously
Yeah,
they
yeah,
lost one. So I'm looking forward to this week to potentially 2 of the 4 undefeated teams remaining losing in BYU and A&M. So
Definitely could happen. Could definitely see it.
all right, Tennessee, 9.5-point favorite on the road to Kentucky. Kentucky, who just gave Texas a scare last week. Mental toughness game for the Vols here. Their season is not looking great. Got a couple tough games left in their schedule still. Maybe they sneak in the playoff with 2 losses.
Yeah, it's gonna be a tough one to get in. If we do, it's gonna be a 11-12 seed, and a lot of these no loss teams have to lose. So
Yep.
like you were talking, the Aggies, BYU, and I guess really those are the only 2 besides who's
Yeah.
the last one?
Indiana, Ohio State.
Okay, so yeah, I don't foresee those 2 losing. So and even if they do, they probably get in.
Well,
But
do they play each other actually? That would be the
oh, they do. I think.
that would be the kicker then. So
I think they do.
But you're right. You're on the point of, does a 2-loss Tennessee type school that only has losses to Georgia, Alabama get in over one of these one-loss Big Ten teams.
Yeah, so Tennessee doesn't have the hardest schedule coming up. They play Kentucky this week, Oklahoma, New Mexico State, Florida in the Swamp, so would be a good win. And then Vanderbilt at home.
Speaking of the Florida and the Swamp, remember that they talked about how they hadn't beaten Bama in like 15 years or whatever?
Yes.
They didn't beat the Gators in the Swamp since like 92 or something like that.
The Vols?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, interesting.
So we'll see if that changes. But
yeah, so that's even a bigger game. So but yeah, then I gave out whenever we were talking Texas, Kentucky, I was like, welcome to the SEC for Texas. But I don't think think Tennessee has paid their dues. So
Tennessee has paid their SEC taxes over the years in these games they should have handled.
Yeah, so but also this is a night game too, probably a good game. Probably a better basketball game, but
yeah, Kentucky's their football stadium under the lights looks like it should be Texas high school football field. So
which are pretty big. So don't downside of Texas football.
Very similar to the North Texas USF game we watched a couple weeks ago.
That's actually a good point.
Texas,
That's actually a very good point. So yeah, Tennessee has to win out in order to have any chance. So and all you have to be is top 12. Like
it's true.
And they're 17th right now. Some of these teams lose, they could sneak their way in, but we'll see.
And then last game on the slate here, Arizona -7.5 at home against Houston. I love the Sun Devils in this spot. I know typically we like to go back and forth on like big wins coming off that. To me, that's more applicable in NFL than it is in college. But I look at Arizona State, just beat Texas Tech pretty handedly.
Yeah,
no, I'm sorry. It was close. It was a one-score game.
They kind of did have possession. Like they had control of the game the whole game. I feel like
they did. And this is the same Houston team that got obliterated by that Texas Tech team at home just a few weeks ago when they were ranked as well. So I love Arizona State to blow out Houston here.
Yeah. To your point of flip-flopping, like big game coming off big game.
Yep. Arizona's they're back in the driver's seat in this conference a little bit too. They're kind of back controlling their own destiny, I guess I should say, to get to the Big 12 championship game. So
yeah, I'm surprised by your pick there, but I can get behind it because back-to-back home games for Arizona State, don't have to go anywhere. And yeah, process of elimination, they should handily win the game and maybe not cover. Maybe it's a backdoor cover for Houston. Could definitely see that or something weird happening, but yeah, they should probably handily win the game. I would say so.
Yep.
I absolutely can't wait to bet on Colorado plus 13.5 at 9:15 on Saturday. So that should be a good one.
Huey. All right. Magic Genie coming to pay your house off that you're about to sign your life away. What's your best bet if you hit it?
You go first.
Me go first?
Sure? Yeah, because I know yours.
Am I taking a straight line or an alt spread?
Take the line, damn it.
Okay. Vanderbilt Commodores -2.5 at home hosting the Missouri Tigers.
And ladder them up to 19.5. All right, got it.
They obliterate them. I can only say it so many times in this podcast for it to come to fruition. So
I hate the pick. Give me the Cowbells at home against Texas. Absolutely love your pick. Wasn't even looking at it before you had said it, but
the Cowbells.
But I love it. Yeah, I don't know. This Texas team has showed nothing. Arch looks horrible. Mississippi State has shown signs of life against some pretty big schools. Tennessee,
Arizona State.
Yeah.
Arizona State.
I think another big one too. What time's that game at?
That's 3:15 in that weird slot of the afternoon.
Oh, yeah.
So it'll be dark by the time that game's over.
True, good point.
Some cowbells in the dark. Yep, this is my upset watch of the week too. So been hot at these takes.
I like that. Yeah. So yes, they lost. Okay, so that was last week that I was talking about. They lost by two to Florida in the Swamp. Texas A&M blew them home, but yeah. Then they beat Arizona State at home, which not sure, little dark horse, Arizona State. So yeah, I don't know. This Mississippi State team is kind of like Arkansas, kind of scrappy.
Yep, not going to beat you 48-44, but
and low total.
Yes.
So good in our favor of taking 7 points at home.
Yep,
love it. And Texas is dog shit. Horns down.
All right. That'll wrap it up here for week 9. Good luck out there. Happy betting and roll tide. Go dogs. And
Go Vols.
go Commodores.
Go Commodores.
All right. Till next time.
Peace.